Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I really hope so. So here we are, here we go. It's incredible. We are now live on YouTube once again for a Sunday afternoon. Of course, there are some slight differences today. You may have already noticed that we are outside. Now, can you believe I have spent all morning preparing today's live stream, and this morning the sun was out, everything was absolutely glorious, and can you believe it, 10 minutes before my live stream started the clouds have come across and the sun has completely disappeared. Can you believe it? It's typical, isn't it? So here I am outside on the roof of my studio. It is still a rather nice day, not too hot, even though we've had lots of sunshine this morning and everything is not too bad. I hope you can hear me okay, because we are now outside and I hope everything is coming across clearly. I hope you can see me clearly, even though the sun has now gone in. Fortunately, I have my extra lights to light me up. If you light something, it means you make it appear clear, so it can be seen in the dark, or of course if the lighting is uneven. So I hope you are okay. By the way, can I just first of all say Happy Mother's Day, because it's Mother's Day today. Not here in the UK, because we celebrated Mother's Day a while ago, but in other parts of the world today it is Mother's Day. So can I say a happy Mother's Day to those who are celebrating Mother's Day and who are treating their mothers in an extra special way today, as a way of celebrating Mother's Day around the world. So today is Mother's Day, and a very happy Mother's Day to those who are watching. Also, of course, next weekend is a very special day here in the UK. Maybe not where you are, but in the UK it's a very special day next weekend. Do you know why? Do you know why it's a special weekend? I will tell you a little bit later on. Now, I am wearing my sunglasses because we did have the sun out earlier, but unfortunately the sun has now gone in. So that's a big problem. So I'm wearing my sunglasses, which means that I can't see my phone very clearly. We have the live chat now. Oh, everyone is very busy already on the live chat. Hello to Belarusia. Hello to everyone today watching. And also a big hello to Attila is here as well. Hello Attila, how are you? I'm okay, not too bad, thank you very much. I'm outside at the moment. I thought, because the weather was quite nice today, I thought I would do my stream outside. So we are, at this moment, live in England, and that is where I am. Eugene is here. Hello, Eugene. Thank you very much for your lovely message during the week. You did send a very nice message. I think it was on one of my YouTube videos, so thank you very much for your lovely message. I do appreciate it. I love hearing from you all the time, wherever you are watching in the world. I love it very much. Sergey, hello Sergey. Sergey, where are you watching at the moment? Hello today in Colombia. Oh, in Colombia it is Mother's Day in Colombia. So a big hello to everyone watching in Colombia, celebrating Mother's Day today. Oh, that's fantastic. Hello, Mr. Duncan. Afaf is here. By the way, if it is your first time watching, if it is your first time on the live chat, please let me know. Please tell me if it is your first time watching on YouTube, or, of course, watching on the live chat. If it is your first time, please tell me who you are and where you are watching, because I'm always very interested. I'm always interested to find out where people are watching around the world. So, hello from Italy. Oh, apparently it is also Mother's Day in Italy as well. Good morning, Mr. Duncan. Pedro is here. Hello, Pedro. Do you have any exercises to do today? Do you have any TV shows that you need to watch today? Or are you going to stay with me for the whole live stream? I hope so. I'm not happy because my puppy, my small dog, ripped the book that I'm reading. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Hazet. That's not very good, is it? So Hazet is having a problem with her little dog. By the way, in Chinese, dog is pronounced gu, gu. And if it's a very small dog, you can say xiaogu, xiaogu. Is that interesting? I don't know. I really don't know. Happy day to you for your mother. Well, it isn't Mother's Day here. Can I just say, it is not Mother's Day here in the UK, but it was Mother's Day here a few weeks ago. But today, around the world, in other countries, not the UK, it is Mother's Day. Isn't that lovely? So can I once again wish all of the mothers around the world a happy Mother's Day. From Slovakia, there are almost no clouds here, according to Kral. Kral says there are no clouds here in Slovakia. Oh, you are very lucky. Now, we have a lot of clouds here today, but the sun is trying to break through the clouds. The sun is trying its best to break through the clouds. Having said that, the weather here this morning was glorious. There was hardly any cloud. But, of course, because I want to do my live stream outside, well, yes. Louis Gaizo says it is the royal wedding next week. Yes, you are right. It is the royal wedding. It is next weekend. Let me just find my piece of paper. Yes, you are right. Next weekend it is the royal wedding. Many people here in the UK will be watching, and I'm sure quite a few people around the world will also be watching the royal wedding, of course, taking place between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. So that should be very interesting. Will I be watching? I don't think I will be. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of weddings, unless, of course, I'm invited. If I'm invited, then I'm really, really keen, because quite often there is lots of food involved. But normally I wouldn't watch a wedding on the television, to be honest. So I probably won't be watching the royal wedding next week. I know I'm going to get complaints. People are going to say, Mr. Duncan, how could you not watch the royal wedding? What's wrong with you? Don't be such a spoil sport. But no, I'm not. By the way, you can watch me on YouTube, for those who are wondering, every Sunday from 2 p.m. and also Wednesday as well. I am late and live every Wednesday, and that is from 10 p.m. Both of these are UK time, so don't forget that. I will not be here for 2 hours today because we have no Mr. Steve. Mr. Steve is busy today rehearsing for his show that he will be performing in about 3 weeks from now. So Mr. Steve has a very busy month this month. He is busy in May, let's just say. Having said that, Mr. Steve's mother is staying here at the moment. She is actually sitting reading her Sunday newspaper and eating a very nice sandwich at the moment. So Mr. Steve's mother is sitting outside enjoying the lovely weather here in the UK. And I hope where you are, the weather is okay as well. I really, really do. So next weekend, the royal wedding, and also it is Mother's Day today. If you want to say hello, by the way, to your mother for today's special event, you are more than welcome to do so. So there you can see behind me the view across the Shropshire landscape, And there in the distance, the most famous landmark in this area, it is the Wrekin Hill. Wrekin. It is a very large hill. And to be honest, I think today would be a very good day to be high up on a hill. Higher than this even. I mean, I know that at the moment I'm quite high up, but imagine the view from up there. Imagine the view from the top of that hill. It's pretty amazing. So today we're asking lots of questions. If you ever make a mistake, if you ever do something wrong, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you are incorrect, do you ever admit? Do you ever own up? So do you ever admit to being wrong, or do you ever admit or own up to making a mistake? It is very hard for human beings to admit when they are wrong. Some people feel quite proud of themselves. They always believe that they are never wrong and that they never make mistakes about anything. However, human beings are fallible. It's true. So we can fail. We can get things wrong from time to time. So if you make a mistake, if you ever get something wrong, if you ever make an error, do you admit to it? Do you own up to your mistakes? I know sometimes, from time to time, I make mistakes. Sometimes during my live streams, I might say something and maybe it is incorrect. By accident, I say something that is not correct. But I don't mind if I am ever wrong about something, if I ever make a mistake, I am always willing to admit. I am always willing to own up, to admit my mistakes. Of course, to err is human, to forgive, divine. That's a very well-known expression in English. So the live chat is on and very, very busy. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's see. Let's see if we can actually see the live chat, because I'm wearing my sunglasses. I might take my sunglasses off in a moment because I don't think I need them. In fact, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to take my sunglasses off. Bye-bye, sunglasses. And instead, I'm going to wear my reading glasses. Where are they? Here they are. I have come prepared with my reading glasses. Yeah! So now I can see the live chat very clearly. TS is here. Hello, TS. And a big hi to you. And it's nice to see you here on the live chat. Colombia is watching. Hazet says hello, and also mentioning the fact that it's Mother's Day. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, you can light something up by setting fire to it. That is very true. Well done there. Shadi says, yes, you can light something by setting fire to it. You can set fire to something, or you can light something, such as a cigarette. You might light a person's cigarette. Yes. Do I smoke? No, I don't. I don't smoke. I don't have any bad habits. Well, okay, not many. Not many habits that are bad, to be honest. Louis, yes, you are right once again. Yes, it is the royal wedding next week. Jamelia says, I love your sunglasses and I like your t-shirt. Do you like my t-shirt? This is a brand new t-shirt. It's new. It's only a few days old. Well, okay, I've had it just for a few days. Mr. Steve bought this for me. Isn't it lovely? Yes, it's very stripy. So Mr. Steve last week bought this for me as a surprise. I didn't know he was going to buy a t-shirt for me, but he bought one for me, and I'm very pleased to be wearing it today, just for a change. India is watching. Hello, India. Nice to see you. Zenella says it is in the Ukraine Mother's Day as well. So it would appear that Mother's Day is being celebrated in many places today. And as a strange coincidence, Mr. Steve's mother is staying with us at the moment. Sadly, she is very shy. So sadly, Mr. Steve's mother won't be appearing today because she's very shy. Just like me. Good morning, Mr. Duncan. Carlo Silveira is here. And I hope you have a good day. In Brazil, this is my first time as well. Carlos, I'm sure I've seen you here before. Hello, Mr. Duncan. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers. Thank you, Simona. That's very kind of you. The sun has just come out. Oh, wow. The sun is coming out. Isn't that lovely? Hello, sun. It's nice to see you again. It is my first time, and I am watching in Vietnam, says Loy Giasp or Giasp. Oh, thank you. And hello, Loy, and all those watching at the moment in Vietnam. I know I have many, many viewers in Vietnam. Stella. Hi, Stella. Is it your first time here today? Hello to Stella. Where are you watching at the moment? And if you're wondering what you are watching, my name is Mr. Duncan, and I teach English on YouTube, and you are now watching live English. It's true. Hello from Brazil, Ayrton. Ayrton is watching all the way from Brazil. Is the weather nice there at the moment? That's what I want to know. So how is the weather at the moment in Brazil? Olga is here. Hello, Olga. Many of my regular viewers are watching today. That's really nice to see. I like to see my regular viewers watching on the live stream. Very good. Hello, Mr. Duncan from sunny Turkey. Oh, hello there. I'm a biomedical engineering student. That sounds very technical. That sounds a very technical job indeed. A very technical thing to study. And I have a lot of homework. So I am trying to finish that. Look, the sun has come out. It's magic. It's almost too incredible. Let me just turn my camera down because maybe it might be too bright. There. Is that better? I don't want to dazzle you with the sunlight. I hope to be here every class, says Pedro. Well, I should think so. I should think that you are here all the time, every single lesson that I make, especially the live ones. It took me 3 hours to set all of this up today. So all of the lights and the cameras and the sound, everything, it took me 3 hours to set this live stream up. No, we won't be talking about the word set today. Definitely not. There isn't time. It is my first time in your live broadcasting, Mr. Duncan, from Carlos. Oh, I see. So you have watched my videos before, but it's the first time that you've actually watched me live. Ah, I understand now. I understand you completely. Yes, dog in Chinese is go. So it's like xiao gu. And I think gu is brother. So xiao gu is little brother, and xiao gu is small dog. Did you watch Eurovision? I'm going to be honest with you. I was very busy last night entertaining Mr. Steve's mother. So Mr. Steve's mother is staying here. So we didn't watch the Eurovision Song Contest, but I am going to watch it maybe tonight or tomorrow. because we can watch TV programs again later. So I will watch it, so please don't tell me who won, because I don't want to know. So please don't tell me who won. I want to find out for myself. Hi there, Mr. Duncan. I like the caricature of yourself you have put on your thumbnail. Yes, that particular drawing was made by one of my lovely students. So one of my students actually created that picture, and also they made one of Mr. Steve as well. For those wondering, Mr. Steve is not here. Sadly today he is not joining us because he's busy with his rehearsal for a show that he is appearing in. If you listen carefully, now and again you might hear a very high pitch sound, a very high sound, like a bird. And that sound is a baby robin. There are some baby robins nearby that are being fed by their parents. So now and again you might hear a little s, 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 s. And if you hear that sound, that is actually a baby robin. So there are quite a few chicks around here being fed at the moment. And also in the garden, at the back of my house, there is a blackbird nest. So I'm feeling very, very excited about that, because we have blackbirds nesting in the back garden. And I can see the parents every day very busily collecting worms and seeds and taking them back to the nest. So the nest is in my garden and I know exactly where it is. Yes. So I'm very excited about that. Hello, fellow DIYers. How are you doing? How is your kitchen, Mr. Duncan? Ah, of course, yes. I am very busy in the kitchen this week. I have been very busy in the kitchen, yes, decorating the kitchen. And here it is. Here is the wallpaper. So here is some of the wallpaper that I've put up in the kitchen. There it is. Can you see it? So there is the wallpaper, and you will be pleased to hear that I have actually finished. I finished the decorating. It is now all done. So I can put my paint roller away. I don't have to have that in my hand anymore. Yes, you'll be pleased to hear that the decorating in the kitchen is now finished. It has been completed. It is complete. On Wednesday I will show you some video clips. So I will do some filming in my kitchen and you can have a look at the new decor. That's a great word, by the way, decor. So decor just relates to the appearance of something, how something has been made to appear. So you could say the decor is the colour or the design of a room. So the decor. And of course, when you change the decor, you do decorating. So when you decorate a room, you create the decor. You create the visual environment in the room. I hope that helps you. So yes, I have finished my decorating. It has been finished. And Mr. Steve's mum loves it. She thinks it's very, very professional. I did it. I did it all on my own. I did. It's true. You are on top of the hill. Is that an idiom? Not on top of the hill, but you can say that someone is over the hill. So if someone is over the hill, it means that they are old. It's true. So you might describe a person who is elderly as being over the hill. Or maybe if they are old and unfit, you might say, oh, he can't walk very far anymore. I think he's over the hill. So over the hill means you are old or too old to do something. So maybe someone might say, Mr. Duncan, you are too old to do English lessons on YouTube. You are now over the hill. That's not very nice. I'm always willing to own up to my mistakes, says Bella. Yes, that is one of the questions we are asking today. If you ever make a mistake, will you own up to the mistake? Will you own up to the mistake? Will you admit that you have made a mistake? Some people don't like to admit their mistakes. They don't like to own up. Also, if you have done something wrong, maybe you have done something bad, you might have to own up. So that is a great English expression that means to admit something. You admit to something. You own up. You own up to something. So Bella always owns up to her mistakes. But what about you? Do you ever own up to your mistakes? How to spell Wrekin? Oh, I will spell that for you now because I have my pen nearby. So that's very useful. So I will write it for you now. I am writing the name of the hill now on a piece of paper, and there it is. So that is the name of the hill that you can see just over there it is. The Wrekin. There we go. So there it is. There is the name of the hill and the hill as well. Can you see it? I hope so. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you very much. And for those who are wondering, it is 1,300 feet high. So yes, it's quite high and you get a very good view from the top. Last week, by the way, we were talking about measurements because we were talking about decorating and measuring things. And I thought today it would be a good idea to talk about measuring things as well, because there are different types of measurement. There are different ways of measuring things. For example, you can have centimeters and you can have meters. So centimeters are the small units of measurement and meters are the large measurements. So there are many different types of measurement. And many years ago we used to have feet and inches. So inches are the small units of measurement and feet are the large measurements. So 12 inches is 1 foot. So yes, to be honest, I prefer the old-fashioned way. So I still remember the feet and the inches. So even nowadays I tend to use inches and feet when I'm measuring things. I don't like using centimeters. I don't know why. I can visualize in my mind, I can visualize a foot, but I can't visualize, I can't imagine a meter. I can't imagine it, but I can imagine 1 foot. It's very strange. Maybe I'm just very old-fashioned. Perhaps I am over the hill. So, live chat is very busy. Inigo asks, why is the hill so special? Well, one of the reasons why this particular hill is special, because it is very high, it is very big, very large, and across the landscape it can be viewed for many, many miles. So even from my hometown, the place I was raised in, a place called Stafford, you can actually see this hill from there. And that is many, many miles away. So the Wrekin, this particular hill, is very, very well known in this area. It has a legend as well connected to it. Some people believe that it was built by a giant who was trying to keep the Welsh out of England. I don't think that's true somehow. I don't think so. I think that's just a myth, a legend. Hello, Mr. Duncan. This is my second time texting you on the live chat. I am one of your biggest fans. Oh, thank you very much. I'm always pleased to hear that I have regular viewers. Thank you very much. I am very glad to announce on your live stream that I've graduated with a degree in English language and literature. Musab. Can I say a big congratulations and a massive, huge, tremendous thumbs up to you. Well done. Congratulations. And I'm sure it is well deserved. I'm sure you have put a lot of work and a lot of effort into your study, and that is how you succeed. That is how you succeed. So can I say a big congratulations once again to Musab. Well done. I always get mixed up with stone when talking about how heavy something is. So when we talk about heavy things or how to measure the weight of something, yes, so how heavy something is. So some people use a measurement called stones, and other people use kilograms, and other people use pounds. And I agree, it can be very confusing. I always use stone. So for example, my weight is around about 10.5, nearly 11 stone. So my weight is around about 10.5 and 11 stone. So sometimes it goes up a little and sometimes it comes down slightly. So that is my average weight. So during the winter I always put a lot of weight on because I eat more, and in the summer, because I exercise more, I lose weight. So yes, I normally use stone. I don't understand pounds, because in the United States they use pounds to measure weight, whereas here we still tend to use stone or kilograms. Hi Mr. Duncan, which place are you now? Larif. I am now in England, broadcasting to you live from England in a place called Much Wenlock, which is in the county of Shropshire. You can look it up and Google later. Apparently I am now on the Wikipedia page for Much Wenlock. I was told the other day, someone said, Mr. Duncan, you are very famous now because you are now on the Wikipedia page for Much Wenlock. It actually mentions Mr. Duncan. I couldn't believe that. I was very shocked, very surprised. Yes, we can use stone as a measurement of weight. Now, the reason why they say stone is because in the past, I think they used stones to measure the weight of things. So if you wanted to balance something, if you wanted to find out what the weight of something is, you would put a stone on one side and the thing that you wanted to weigh on the other, and then you would keep putting the stones on until it balanced. So if you had to put 5 stones on, then the thing weighs 5 stone. So I think that's where it originates, to be honest. But I do find sometimes it is very confusing when you measure things. Inigo asks, how tall are you? I am over 6 foot, so I am just over 183 centimeters, so around about 6 foot and a little bit. So I'm very tall. I remember when I was in China, I was always the tallest person in the room. Mr. Duncan, I am from Brazil. Agrelado or Agrelado Rodriguez is here. Hello to you and welcome to the live chat. Oh, I think I'm getting a nice suntan here. Wow, I'm actually getting the sun on my face now. Isn't that lovely? Oh, very nice. Very lovely. I'm from Brazil, Mr. Duncan. And also we have Lee Trait watching as well from Vietnam. As I said earlier, we have a lot of people watching in Vietnam. Yes, Mr. Duncan, I have just looked on Wikipedia and you are there. Thank you, Hazat. So apparently, yes, it's true. I'm now entered, my name is entered on people living in Much Wenlock who are famous. I can't believe it. Am I really famous? I never feel famous. I'll be honest with you. Sukat is late. Why are you late? What happened? What is more important than watching my live stream? Is it Mother's Day where you are? Perhaps it is. So welcome, Sukat. Vladimir is watching. Hello, Vladimir Penna. Watching from NJ. When you say NJ, where do you mean? Do you mean somewhere in Russia? Or maybe somewhere in the United States? I'm not sure. Lots of people watching in Russia today, by the way. Thanks for correcting my sentences. We are learning all the time with you. That is true. And that is one of the good reasons, the best reason to watch my live stream is it will improve your listening. You can improve your listening skills. It is something that you have to learn over time. It takes a long time to improve your listening. So watching my live streams and interacting with my live streams is a good way of practicing your listening skills. So yes, you are right. Good morning from Brazil. Giuliano is watching all the way from Brazil. Once again, I have a lot of people who like to tune in from Brazil. Yes, I think it is New Jersey in the United States. Oh, that's very nice. I am from God's own country, says Vishnu. Could that be India, maybe? Maybe you are watching in India at the moment? I'm not sure. I think maybe. But if I am wrong, I don't mind being corrected. So if I ever make a mistake, if I am ever incorrect about something, I don't mind admitting it. But what about you? Do you like admitting your mistakes? What happens if you make a mistake? Do you like to admit to your mistake? Do you like to own up to your errors? So if you ever make a mistake, do you say, okay, I will own up. I made a mistake. I was incorrect. I was wrong. I don't mind admitting it. So that's it. So sometimes it is very hard to admit that you are wrong. You've changed my English in a positive way, says Sama. I'm very pleased to hear that. Thank you very much. I'm pleased to hear that my lessons are having a good effect on your learning and also on your speaking and listening skills as well. Thank you very much. It is now 2:45. Already I've been here for 45 minutes. It's gone so fast. Wow, I can't believe it. This time in Argentina, it is the same time in my city as here in Brazil. I woke up a few minutes ago and I started watching Mr. Duncan when I was still in bed. Do you know what? I have a feeling that many people, especially if you are behind the UK time, I think a lot of people, especially in South America, I think they watch my live streams whilst lying in bed. I think so. I think a lot of people do that. Yes, I think so. Mother's Day in Argentina is on the 3rd Sunday of October. Oh, I see. So your Mother's Day hasn't arrived yet. But around the world today, in many countries, people are celebrating Mother's Day. It's being celebrated in many parts of the world. Are you enjoying the sun? Because the sun has now come out. Oh, isn't that lovely? We have sunshine. We had lots of sunshine this morning and then it went very cloudy. But now, as you can see, the sun has come out again. Very nice indeed. And I hope the weather where you are is good as well. Carlos says, I have learnt a lot with your shows. Thanks a lot. Well, don't worry. During May, there will be many live streams. I will be here every Sunday and also every Wednesday, live twice a week. Sunday, 2 p.m, Wednesday, 10 p.m, and both of those are UK time. So you can find out what the time difference is. So in some parts of the world, you will be ahead of the UK, and in some parts of the world, you will be behind the UK as far as the time is concerned. So yes, it might be a good idea to find out what the differences are. Korea. Oh, I'm so excited to see someone from Korea. Hello, Korea. Are you in North Korea or South Korea? I have a feeling you might be in South Korea. But, of course, lots of positive things coming out at the moment from Korea as the North and South seem to be healing their differences. They are starting to get along together, which is always good news. I like to hear that. I always like positive news. Have you noticed these days there seems to be a lot of negative news around? So it's always nice to hear some positive news for a change. Agnaldo says you are the best teacher in the world, I am sure. I am watching from Brazil. Thank you very much for that. That's very kind of you. I suppose the sun rays in the UK are warm right now. Lucky you. During our extreme winter, I was surprised when I saw white tourists wearing very light t-shirts. So yes, thank you, Shadi, for your message. Well, can I just tell you something? Can I let you in on a secret? There is something that happens with tourists and even people who are native to wherever they are living. And quite often, men do not like wearing coats. They don't like putting lots of layers on their body because they think it is a sign of weakness. So quite often, men will walk around in their t-shirts and their shorts even though the weather is freezing, because they think it looks very macho, very strong. They think it makes them look very manly. You know, like me. I'm a man and I'm walking around on a cold day, but I'm wearing a t-shirt because I am very strong. So that's the reason why that happens. It happens here as well, to be honest. I am able to listen to most of your words, but when I look at the IELTS test, it sounds like an echo, so it was hard to catch. Oh, I see. So, Tias, are you talking about your IELTS test? Because during an IELTS test, you will have a listening test where you will have to listen to sentences, and then you will have questions about the things you just listened to. Or maybe you will be asked direct questions by the examiner. So yes, you are right. You have to learn how to listen. you have to listen to different types of English being spoken. But it does take a long time. You can't rush these things. They take a very long time. Mr. D. Oh, I see. Oh, are you talking to me? Am I Mr. D? Mr. D. The sun is too strong for you and it is scorching you. Yes, I think today I'm getting a very nice suntan on my nose. Because normally when the sun is on my face, normally I will get very small spots on my face. So my skin will react to the sunlight and I will get little spots called freckles. Freckles. So the freckles will come out on my face and then later they will vanish again because my skin is very dark. So when the sun is on my face, my skin will change slightly. It will get very dark and I will get lots of little freckles on my face, especially on my nose. And I think they are there to protect your skin. So when you get freckles, I think they are kind of a defense against the sun's harmful rays. I think so. So let's have a look. I really don't celebrate Mother's Day because my mother passed away almost 16 years ago. Thank you, Sue Cat, for sharing that. And yes, I'm sorry to hear that. Of course, there are many people who have lost their parents over the years or maybe recently. And Mother's Day or Father's Day is not such a happy event because, well, they are not there to share it with you. And you are not able to share it with them. Here in Hong Kong, says Ching, it is 33 degrees. That's very hot. Fortunately, it isn't 33 degrees here. Today, it's around about 19, 20 degrees today. So it's not very hot here today. I like it when my mistakes in English are corrected so they won't get stuck in the way I speak. Thank you, Eugene. Well, I always try to do that. If I talk about someone's comment or if I read your comment on the live chat, sometimes I will make corrections. So as I read the comment, I will also correct it as I speak. And this is something I can do very quickly because of my experience of teaching. Aren't we going to see Mr. Steve today because of his mother? Well, Mr. Steve's mother is here right now. She is sitting just over there, enjoying the weather. And Mr. Steve won't be joining us today, I'm afraid, because he is rehearsing. He has a big show coming up. So that's unfortunate. Sukat, I always own up. I always own up to my errors. There it is. Own up. I always admit to my errors. Are you going to come to Vietnam in the future, Mr. Duncan? I don't know. Maybe one day. Who knows? I do like to travel. I have travelled to many countries in the past. Level means level. Write back the words still level. Level. Well, level just means the position that you are at. So maybe you can be at a high level or a low level. It just means the position that you are at. So if something is level, it can be straight, it can be very straight, it can be flat, it can be level. And of course, we can say how high something is. We can say high level or low level. Mr. Duncan, there is a big cloud between you and the sun. You are right. There are quite a few clouds around today. You can see them all floating by in the distance. Yes, but I hope you can still see me. I will turn my camera. I will open my camera a little bit. There we go. You should be able to see me better now. I love springtime. The view is amazing. Everything is green. Here in Buenos Aires, it is autumn and everything is brown. Well, autumn can be a very nice season as well. I quite like autumn, to be honest. Thank you, Belarusia, for that. Mr. Duncan, I like your glasses. Well, these are my reading glasses. These are the glasses that I wear when I read the live chat on my phone. So maybe my eyesight is getting worse because I am over the hill. Over the hill. It means you are too old. Too old for something. You are over the hill. You also transmit a positive way to encourage life. What is your philosophy of life, Mr. Duncan? You don't need to answer, but I know it's a pretentious question. It's okay, Inigo. Every morning when I wake up, this is my philosophy of life, by the way. It isn't very complicated. It's quite a simple one. When I wake up in the morning, I always wake up with a smile on my face. And the first thing I think about is all the people that didn't wake up, that are no longer around. So that's it. So every day that comes my way is a present. Yes, it's a gift. So I always try to make the most of every day that comes my way, because that's it. That's what life is all about. You grab life. It is something you take hold of and you mold and you use it. Sometimes you can use it to help others, and sometimes you can help it to help yourself. You use it to help yourself. It might sound selfish, but sometimes you have to be a little selfish to survive. But of course, once you survive, you can also help other people as well. So that is my basic philosophy. Every morning when I wake up, I have a smile on my face and I think about all of the people who didn't wake up. That's it. I enjoy the calm pace of your lessons. It is like an oasis of tranquility in a frantic world, especially on YouTube. Yes, you are right. Well, YouTube has changed so much over the years. YouTube is now full of lots of things that are flying towards you. Everyone on YouTube is trying to get attention. They're trying to get noticed. So everyone now is going crazy to get noticed on YouTube. And of course, when that happens, you get chaos, you get confusion, and of course a lot of people don't like that sort of thing. So I'm glad to hear that you like my lessons, and I'm glad to hear that they make you feel calm and relaxed. I am very pleased to hear that. Very pleased indeed. Yes, we must have a day where we cherish our mother's dedication. I think so. I think Mother's Day is a very important day. It is. Don't forget, your mother brought you into the world. She brought you up. She brought you into the world. Hello, Mr. Duncan. Many regards from the Adriatic Sea. Mirella. Hello, Mirella. There is a baby robin flying around at the moment. A little tiny baby robin. And the parents keep going over to feed it. How lovely. It's very nice. I love nature very much. I really do. If you come to my country or any country in the southeast of Asia, I will come to see you directly. Thank you, Tias. I have been to Southeast Asia many times. I've actually been to Malaysia many times. And of course, this week, Malaysia is in the news because they have a new Prime Minister. But the new Prime Minister is actually their former Prime Minister from many years ago, Mohamed Mahathir. And I remember when I was staying in Malaysia, I used to visit very often during the 1990s, and he was the Prime Minister then. So I remember Mohamed Mahathir very well. And now he is the Prime Minister of Malaysia again, and he's 92. 92, so it just shows you are never too old. Never too old. My son called me to say hello because of Mother's Day. I was happy to hear his voice. I was happy to know he is all right. Thank you, Mika, for that. Isn't that lovely? So your little son said, hello, Mum. Happy Mother's Day. I'm thinking of you. I like that. In Argentina, it is autumn, and here at home everything is still green because we have all of the rain. Yes, I think in Argentina you've had a lot of rain recently. Have you ever been to Nepal? I haven't. I've been to China, which isn't very far away from Nepal. I could understand your speaking very well, Mr. Duncan, without any help. Oh, thank you, Carlos. I'm very pleased to hear that. I feel very proud that my English is clear, and I'm very pleased that you can understand me. If you come to Vietnam, I will guide you around for free. Thank you very much. That sounds good. I like that. That's a deal. Hi, Mr. Duncan. Patricia is watching in Argentina. It is my second time to chat on your Sunday stream. I am with my daughter, Camilla, and we are having fun because of you. Thank you for what you have taught us. And kisses as well. Thank you. So a big hello to Patricia and also to Camilla as well. I hope you are enjoying this special live stream outside. I'm actually on my studio roof right now. Mr. Duncan, when has the live started today? 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock UK time. So every week my live streams are on at the same time. Every week. There we go. Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time, and also Wednesday, 10 p.m. So those are the times of my live streams. Sunday, 2 p.m. Wednesday, 10 p.m. And both of those are UK time. So, the royal wedding is taking place next weekend. Will you be watching it? Will you? Well, I probably won't, as I explained earlier. I'm not all that interested in weddings, unless, of course, I am invited. And they haven't invited me. So Harry and Meghan haven't invited me. That's not very nice, is it? I would have thought I would have got an invite. Don't they realise I have an entry on Wikipedia now? Don't they realise? I feel appreciative. I appreciate your lessons on YouTube. They really help to improve my English so much. Thank you. Thanks to you. Thank you, Letrate. Letrate, you are very welcome. It's a pleasure. I love doing this. I wish I could stay on all the time, teaching English live. I wish I could do this all the time, but sadly I can't. Your neighbour's little dog is barking. Yes, it's true. There's a little dog living there and it likes to say hello to me sometimes. It says, oh, hello, hello. In Nepal, it is 7:45 p.m. So now it is, well, now it must be after 8 o'clock at night in Nepal. Mr. Duncan, did you just drop the K sound in the word actually? Did I? I don't know. Maybe I was saying it quickly. Sometimes when you speak quickly or if you pronounce a word fast, you might sometimes drop a letter from the word or a sound. But it doesn't mean it's wrong. I was on a trip to Liverpool and I could not understand the guide. What a pity. Palmyra, yes, maybe the person had a local accent and maybe they were speaking very fast or very quickly. So yes, that might be the reason. Has Mr. Steve gone to jail? I don't think so. At the moment, Mr. Steve is doing his rehearsal today. He's rehearsing for a show that he's in 3 weeks from now. So Mr. Steve at the moment is rehearsing for a show that he is in. For those who have just joined us, it's Mr. Duncan live on YouTube from England, and it is a Sunday afternoon. It's true. So Mother's Day. Here's a word that can be used in many ways. Would you like to have a look at this word? Here it comes. Ding! The word is bank. Bank. Now this word has many uses, so I suppose the most obvious use is a place where money or valuables are stored for safe keeping. So if you want to keep something safe and secure, you will put it in a bank. You will store it. You will keep it safe. So the word bank can be used as a noun, and of course it can be used as a verb as well. You can bank some money. You can bank some checks. So if you bank, it means you put your money in a bank, or you will send some money to the bank to go in. Or of course you can do your banking. So banking is the expression that says you are doing something connected with your money, or you are putting money into your bank, or you are taking money out of your bank. You are doing your banking. And if you work in a bank or at a bank, we can say that you are in banking. You are a banker. You are a banker. Bank can also mean a slope or some ground. So if you have a slight hill that goes upwards, we can describe that as a bank. A bank. And of course, if you are flying a plane, you can also bank as well. That means to turn round suddenly. So if you bank, you will turn suddenly in a plane. So as you can see, the word bank can be used in many ways indeed. Live chat is busy. Let's have a look. My friend from Indonesia will marry a guy from Manchester. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. They are getting married. Where are they getting married? Are they getting married in Indonesia, or are they getting married in Manchester? I am very interested to find out. Maybe they will invite me. Perhaps they will invite me to the wedding. I like the sound of that. I bet there will be lots of nice food there. I think so. So yes, you can have the bank of a river, the side of a river. So where the land meets the water, you can say bank. So normally a river bank will go down and then the water will appear. So a river bank. A river bank. Yes, you are right. Maria! I'm saying hello to Maria. Hello, Maria. Maria has just arrived. You are very late. I've been here for 1 hour and 10 minutes. I will be going soon. I'm not staying for 2 hours today. I will be staying for less time today because Mr. Steve isn't here. Kyrgyzstan is here. Hello, Kyrgyzstan. Thanks for joining me. Amriwadi has arrived. Oh, you are late as well. But you know what they say, better late than never. It's true. Oh, there is someone now flying their plane above my head. I wonder if they are going to bank. They are going to bank. I wonder. I'm sorry I'm late. Marcella is late as well. What is happening today? There must be something very interesting happening because many people are late today. I don't know why. Why? What's going on? Is there something exciting happening? Maybe? Perhaps it's because of Mother's Day. Maybe you're spending a lot of time today with your mother. In which case, I forgive you. Mr. Duncan, I think the royal house must own up to its mistake. Maybe for the first time, and invite you to the upcoming wedding. Valentine, I agree with you. Yes, I don't know why. They didn't invite me. I was very disappointed. I was hoping that I would be sitting at the head table with Prince Harry and the Queen. Wouldn't that be great? Yes, Mr. Duncan, you are right. It is Mother's Day. Lots of people today are celebrating Mother's Day around the world, except here. So today here we are not celebrating Mother's Day because Mother's Day was a few weeks ago. Javier says, is anyone bombing your terrace? Yes, there is. There is a plane flying around above my head at the moment. It's going round and round above my head. But fortunately, I don't think it's going to bomb me, as far as I know. Yes, it is Mother's Day here, says Marcella. Oh no, Mother's Day is the 3rd Sunday of October, says Marcella. So it is Mother's Day in some places, and in other places it isn't, including here. So today it isn't Mother's Day in the UK. I like your t-shirt. Thank you, Christina, for that. This t-shirt is brand new. It's a new t-shirt. And Mr. Steve bought this for me last week as a surprise present. He said, I've bought you something new. And I thought, what is it? So he said, hold out your hands and close your eyes. So that's what I did. I held out my hands and I closed my eyes. And he gave me this t-shirt. This is a little present that Steve gave me last week. So I thought I would wear it today because it's such a nice day. You are always funny. Oh, thank you very much for that. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Is it good? Is it good to be funny? I'm not sure. Bank holiday. Yes, we can use the word bank and holiday. Bank holiday. Yes, a bank holiday here in the UK means a public holiday. So if we have a public holiday, we have a bank holiday. The royal wedding is next week, but I don't think it is a bank holiday or a public holiday. I think it's just going to be a normal day. It is a good thing to be funny. Thank you, Bella, for your support there. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Mr. Duncan, do you know which bird in your place has such a special sound? I don't know. I can't understand what you mean. Hoo, 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 hoo. I don't know. I'm not sure. It sounds like many birds. Many birds can make hoo, hoo. Maybe an owl. Do you think it's an owl? Because owls make a sort of hoo, hoo noise. They do, don't they? Yes. But at the moment, there are many birds flying around because it's nesting season now. So many birds are flying around feeding their chicks in their nests. The pigeons are building their nests. The robins are feeding their chicks at the moment. They are feeding their chicks. Also blackbirds. I have a blackbird nest in my garden. So there are some blackbirds taking care of some chicks. Very hungry chicks. Chicks in a nest. So yes, it's a very busy time of year. The weather is so nice for drinking coffee. I think so. I did have a cup of coffee earlier, but now I'm outside, I have some water. In fact, I'm going to drink some water now because my throat is very dry. Excuse me. Very, very nice. So it is a lovely day here. We're having a nice time and it's live English on a Sunday afternoon. I hope you are very happy today. I really do. Live chat. I like your good spirits, Mr. Duncan. Thank you, Mina, for that. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. The ability to make someone laugh is great. Thank you, Vishnu. Of course, there are different types of laughter. You can laugh with someone and you can laugh at someone. So there is a difference between those things. Maybe if a person is seen as being foolish or idiotic, people will laugh at them. But if a person tells a joke and lots of people find the joke amusing, they are laughing with the person. So there is a slight difference. Hung Din asks, do you like drinking alcohol? Not really, no. I would say that I don't drink alcohol. I don't think that owls live in the UK, do they? Yes, they do. At the back of my house, there are many owls living in the trees, and at night you can hear them. You can hear... I can do my owl impression. Would you like to hear my owl impression? That's terrible, isn't it? I'm sorry. That's better. That's good. That was a good one. That was very good. And one more. So yes, there are many owls around here in the trees, and at night, especially during the summer months, you can hear them all calling. So some owls have a very nice song, whilst others don't. They have a sort of screech that sounds awful. So not all owls have a nice sound. They don't. We laugh with you, Mr. Duncan. Oh, I'm very pleased to hear that. I'm very pleased to hear that you laugh with me and not at me. It's coming up to 16 minutes past 3 o'clock. Thank you very much. Your sympathy makes the lessons very lovely. Thank you, Anna, for that. As far as I'm concerned, it might be Mother's Day every day. Yes, I think it should be. I think you should treat your mother with respect and kindness and love, because one day she won't be there. I think so. Because of the quality of the natural water in your area, the place is not good. Well, we have natural springs around here. We have natural water in certain areas around here, and also in Derbyshire as well, a beautiful part of the UK. They have many natural springs where the water comes through the rock, and it's very natural, very good for you. So yes, we have some very nice places to get fresh water. Oh, I see. Inigo refers to the... Oh, I think it might be the cuckoo. Yes, we have a very special bird that lives in the UK called a cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. That's the sound that it makes. But it's very hard to find, very hard to see. It's a very shy bird. But quite often, during the months of May and maybe June, you will hear the cuckoo calling in the distance. If you are lucky, you will hear the sound of a cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Also, the word cuckoo can mean crazy as well. So if we think someone is a little bit crazy, we can say that they are completely cuckoo. Cuckoo. I think owls are nocturnal birds. They are. They come out at night. So if you come into my garden at night, you can hear the owls in the trees. They are all hooting. Hoot. A hoot is the sound of an owl. Talking about birds, I hear the sounds of birds, Chinese birds in your video, singing very loud. Oh, I see Mika. I don't know which birds they are, but there are lots of birds at the moment flying around and making their noises. There are blackbirds. In fact, there are many blackbirds at the moment flying around because they are all feeding their chicks. So there are many blackbird nests at the moment. So I think one of the most common sounds at the moment is probably the sound of the blackbird, to be honest. I think so. Cuckoos are lazy. They lay their eggs in other birds' nests. They are, yes. They will actually go to another bird's nest and they will push the eggs out. So they will push the mother's eggs out and they will put their own in there. But the very clever thing is they can actually make their eggs look like the eggs of the nest that they are raiding. It's true, it's amazing. I think cuckoos are quite clever, even if what they do is not very nice. But yes, they are very, very clever birds. So yes, they can lay eggs that look like the eggs of the nest in which they are raiding, and they are pushing the eggs out and laying their own. And then the mother comes along and she will raise the chicks as if they are her own. It's true. Hi, Mr. Duncan. Jama is here. Hello, Jama. I hope you are okay. The light is changing now. You can see that the sun is moving across. So now it is starting to go behind the house. So yes, you can see that the sun has moved during today's lesson. I will be going very soon. It's just coming up to 23 minutes past 3 o'clock. I will be going very soon. What about nightingales, Mr. Duncan? Do you hear many nightingales? Not as many as we used to. We used to have many nightingales here in the UK, but over the years their numbers have got less and less. It's very sad. How are you doing, Mr. Duncan? Elo Maga is here. Elo Maga watching in Uruguay. A big hello to Uruguay. Thank you very much. Uruguay is watching right now. It's official. The sun has just arrived to the chat, says Javier. You are right, yes. The sun is now out. I think I'm going to have a very nice suntan today. I think my face is going to look very lovely and brown today. I think so. But not too much sun, because it's not good for you. You don't want to have too much sun. So let's just turn the camera down slightly. That's better. So it's not too bright. The landscape behind you looks like a painting. Very nice. Yes, Christina, that is the view today. It's looking very nice indeed. Very nice. Yes, I think so. The cuckoo baby is very nasty because it drops all the other eggs out of the nest and lays its own. I know, but nature can sometimes be very cruel. Nature can be a very cruel thing indeed. Yes. Amy Jessica, I'm okay. I'm okay. The change of light is a sign to stop the live stream, says Tomek. Return to Mr. Steve's mother. Oh, it's okay, she's fine. Mr. Steve's mother is now sitting outside with her newspaper and she has lots of things to read. So Mr. Steve's mother likes to sit on a Sunday and read the newspapers. So in a moment I will finish. In 5 minutes. 5 minutes I will go and then I will attend to Mr. Steve's mum. So don't worry, I won't ignore her. Don't worry about that. She's very happy today. Very happy to be here. And so am I. The sun isn't good after a shave. Oh, I see, really? I don't know what that means. I've had a lovely shave today. I think my shave looked good today. I had a lovely shave. Someone asked me last week, they said, Mr. Duncan, how many times do you shave during the week? Well, sometimes I shave every day. But other times I might shave every couple of days, because if you shave your face too often, it can become very sore and very painful. So sometimes I shave every day and other times I don't. It just depends on what is happening in my life, really. But normally when I do my live streams, I always like to have a shave. I do. Greetings from Chile. Hello, Chile. Is it chilly in Chile? Guillermo or Guillermo. I hope I pronounced your name right. Anyway, please say hi from Egypt. Oh, you are. A big hi from Egypt to Mr. Steve's mother. Thank you, Amri Wadi, for that. That's very kind of you. I will say hello for you after I finish the live stream. So I think we'll end it there. I will see you on Wednesday, and I will be back Wednesday night at 10 p.m. UK time. I hope you've enjoyed today's unusual live stream, because I have been outside on the roof of my studio. Normally I am inside the studio down there, but today I thought I would do something different and go on the roof, and that's what I've done. Thank you so much, Mr. Duncan. Thank you, Amri. Thank you, Jamelia. The view behind you looks really nice. I wish we could see Mr. Steve's mother. Sadly, Mr. Steve's mother is very, very shy. Very shy indeed. So, no Mr. Steve's mother today, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. Very sorry. I'm just changing the lightness. I'm just adjusting the exposure on the camera. So on Wednesday we're talking about lots of things. The royal wedding. Mr. Steve will be here on Wednesday, of course, joining me live. And I will be here, and I hope you will be here as well. I really do. Goodbye to Mika. Goodbye to El Commandant. Thank you very much. Thank you, Christina. See you later. Thanks, Eugene. Mr. Duncan, I have a problem, but it is very little. I write much in English, but I understand the words very well. But when I hear the language, I don't understand anything. Do you have a way to solve that? Well, what I always suggest, just before I go, what I always suggest is that you should learn to listen. So listening can help you to remember the words. Keep them in your head. And of course, listen to different types of English as well. So quite often when you read something, you are listening to your own voice in your head. So whenever you read, you are doing it to yourself. But when you listen to people speaking and when you interact with people, then that's a very different situation. So that can only be improved by practicing. It's a simple answer, but that is the answer. I will see you on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday I will be here on YouTube at 10 p.m. I will find the times. Where are they? I can't find them. They've gone. They've disappeared. I have so many things in front of me on my desk. For those who are interested, you can find all of my lessons in the playlists underneath this video. So I have over 500 video lessons on my YouTube channel. 500, yes, 500 video lessons. Have a great day. Have a super Mother's Day. If you are celebrating Mother's Day, don't forget to give your mother a call and say, "Mummy, I love you." And of course, until Wednesday, 10 p.m. UK time, I will leave you and I will go and make a lovely cup of tea for Mr. Steve's mum. And of course, you know what's coming next. As the birds sing around me and as the clouds float by, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Ta-ta for now.